Hey, what's up, guys? You're here with Goran, Kirk, and Jack from PickDawgz. Thank you for joining us for Saturday soccer video. We have a lot of games in this video to go through. It's gonna be a busy weekend, and then next week we get a sort of a break as it's international break, and I don't think we'll be recording any videos for that. So stay tuned for this weekend. Get some free picks, put some bets in, guys, and let's win some money. We have premium picks on the PickDawgz.com website, or simply click the links in the description of this
Oh
video.
shit.
And we also
Sorry.
have the golden goal consensus. Text the word goal to 443-332-7127. And just have in mind, guys, this is a month-long pass that is designed for the bigger bettors who bet at least $500 per single bet. And these are the bets that myself, Kirk, and Jack agree on. And these are the bets we make most of our money on as well.
Midtjylland money
Uh,
line 4 straight weeks. If you want to get paid, hop on.
there you go. They did get another one against Celtic the other night. Let's move on to the weekend, Jack. Saturday, first game of the slate in the EPL, Tottenham versus Manchester United.
Yeah, a bit nervous for this one. It's the rematch from the Europa League final,
True.
and
The Europa League derby.
I don't know if I don't know if I like Tottenham after Wednesday or Tuesday, whenever it was against Copenhagen. But I can't believe that they're the dog here. To be honest, I mean, United on the road this season have been absolutely shocking. So I'll just take the dog at home with this, just based off United being poor on the road.
I mean, Tottenham playing a midweek game where they actually played well. They've scored 4 goals even after conceding a red card. So that tells you all you need to know about Copenhagen. I mean, maybe they shouldn't be the dogs at home, but I think they should be evenly priced. I don't think they should be favorites either after a midweek game. United, I mean, they had a sloppy second half in their last game. They're lucky to get a point out of that one. But they're playing pretty solid football right now. And Tottenham is not scoring a lot at home. We have to be honest. They scored 5 goals in 5 games, so they're averaging 1 goal per game. However, this one, I don't expect a lot of defense from either side. I'm taking both teams to score in over 2.5, Kirk.
Yeah, I'm gonna take draw on both teams to score. I think it's just the easiest, safest play for this game. I like the draw. I don't like a 0-0 draw. So I might as well. Well, I wouldn't say it's safe. It's definitely, but I think given these two teams, you can 1 out of 3 times you can expect a draw out of this game. So, as Jack says, chips in good. Happy Jack Wickens.
That sounds exactly like Jack.
I know.
uh, let's move on to the next one then, Kirk. We have Everton versus Fulham.
Yeah, I'm on the draw again. I think I mean I could do draw on both teams to score again. I think it's like a 1-1 type of game. Could also see a 0-0 game. Don't think there's enough to tie these two teams apart. So give me the draw again.
Yeah, it's been a while since the home team won a matchup between these two teams. I don't know. I don't like it, but I'm going with Everton on the money line, Jack.
Yeah, I'm going to take the draw. I just think the fact that Everton have not beaten Fulham at home since 2018. I mean, obviously one day that's going to stop, but for now, I think the draw is the safer play. Everton's new stadium, you got to factor that in. Coming off a loss at home, their first loss, I think they answer back here, but I just don't think they can win. Well, they can win, but I don't think they do win. Same goes for Fulham. Don't love Fulham on the road, but they're good enough to snag a point. I'll take
Off
the
to the
draw.
next one. Sunderland is hosting Arsenal, guys, and I'm gonna ride this until the wheels fall off. Arsenal keeping another clean sheet. This one was in the Champions League, and it was sixth in a row, seventh, eighth clean sheet in a row. Uh, they've kept a clean sheet against a lot better opponents than Sunderland is, and with all due respect, Sunderland is scoring a lot of goals right now. They're scoring consistently, but this is gonna be a different game than all of the opponents they had right now. So Jack, I'm taking Arsenal to win 2-0, minus 108.
Yeah, again, I mean, I'd taken this against Arsenal. I think the last few games, maybe not Champions League. I don't remember. Maybe I did. And they've actually beaten it. But Arsenal are a team. I will still continue to say Arsenal are a team who failed to go to really tough home grounds and win games. By 2 or 3 goals. They struggled to do it against Newcastle. Sunderland are just down the road. And Sunderland, like I said last video, have one of the best Premier League home crowds. So I'll take Sunderland to cover this 1.5 here. I think if Arsenal do win, it's going to be a 1-0, 2-1. Certainly can't see a 2-0 or 3-1 here for Arsenal whatsoever.
How about you, Kirk?
Exactly. 1-0, 2-1. I got them both covered.
Well, moving on to the last game in the EPL, Kirk, Chelsea versus Wolves. Hey, Chelsea got embarrassed, I have to say, in the Champions League the other night. 2-2 draw against Karabag on the road.
Got
It could have
Carabang.
gotten a lot worse for Chelsea. They could have won that game in the end, but I think in the end they have to be happy with the draw because they could have also lost that game.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was embarrassing, to be honest. I just think that's just another thing. I just think it's a thing where it's the media playing up these teams against no-name teams on the road. I mean, I don't think Chelsea should have been maybe minus 150, but definitely not whatever the hell they were priced. They were priced way too heavy. I mean, and obviously, the value was with me in Carabang, and we banged it. That's simple. Chelsea are going to concede in this game. I like Chelsea and both teams to score. This is the Wolverhampton derby here. It's an absolute belter of a game. I mean, it's just going to be insane. Wolves are going to be up for the Wolverhampton derby. This is like their cup final, so Chelsea and both teams to score for me.
Wolves are conceding so many goals right now, Jack. I think they could score. Chelsea lacks a lot of defenders right now, and they're just not that solid. But I still think that they can outscore Wolves, if nothing else. So I'm taking Chelsea and over 2.5 plus 101.
Yeah, Wolves on the road this season are terrible. Let's not even talk about their home form. The away form is absolutely terrible. The only point that they've got from their 5 road games this season is coincidentally at Tottenham, which coincidentally, again, is the only opponent that they've scored at on the road. So, yeah, the other 4 games they've not scored. Chelsea looking to bounce back here. Yes, they've had travel in the week, but their depth it's really good. If you actually look through the depth of this Chelsea team, it is one of the best in the Premier League. So, yeah, I'll take Chelsea at the halftime, full time here.
Chelsea.
No, I think
I can't hit a bet with them. I took them to nil in the week.
Well,
See,
that
sucks.
was a mistake.
Jack promised us a chant, and now we have to wait for it because he can't hit a bet with Chelsea. That's just annoying, guys. Come on.
I don't want it anymore. If he's
I'm
going
doing it
against
on
Carabang scoring at home, I don't want to hear it.
All right, off to the next one, Jack. In Serie A, we have Como versus Cagliari as the first game. And I won't even push this anything further than the money line. I'm just going to go with Como at home. It's minus 190 on my book. It's super juiced. It's a parlay piece, but Cagliari has been trash.
Yeah, I guess if you want to boost your parlay a bit, then I guess take the money line. For a solo play, then it's just a -1. I think they win the game. I just don't know how many by. They got the draw on the road to Napoli last week. Cagliari lost their last 2, and they lost to a really poor Lazio on the road last week. So, yeah, I'll just take Como with a -1. They've been solid at home all year.
How about you, Kirk?
Lazio have actually not been that bad. They haven't lost a game in their last 5, from what I'm seeing. I like both teams to score. Cagliari score. They also concede. I think this is more of a trappy game than it looks. I would not touch the Como money line at how much they're priced. I think they're priced as they're a Milan, Inter, and Napoli in this type of game. I don't think they're on that caliber, so I would not touch the money line here.
All right, and then you heard Kirk, guys. Off to the next one. We have the Turin derby. We have Juventus versus Torino. Kirk. Juventus, I mean, they had a few good games since the new coach arrived. They are coming off of a draw against Sporting 1-1 in the Champions League. Torino, on the other side, is playing pretty solid football. Lost only one of their last 7 games, undefeated in their last 5. They're not scoring a lot overall, especially on the road, but they will put up a fight.
Yeah, they will. I think Juve edges it. I don't see a ton of goals since it is a derby, maybe a 2-1, 1-0, 2-0 type of game. I'm gonna take Juve and under 3.5 here. Juve should hypothetically win this game, but I am not convinced, which is why I wanted to make it as close to even money as possible.
Yeah, with Torino playing decent football, I decided to take them and over 3 corners for Torino at -152. I think they can get at least 3, if not 4 or 5, maybe even in this game. They will not get, well, I mean, they will get a decent amount of chances. We'll see if that's going to be enough for the corners bet that I have here, Jack.
Corners, not coroners. Corners,
I
not
said,
coroners.
oh, did I spell that wrong? Sure. I'm sorry, English is my second language.
Yeah, that's
Coronas?
fine. Don't even ask me to spell a single Croatian word. No chance. With all your little squiggly lines and shit on your letters. Look, I love Torino on the roads. They the last 2 road games they drew 3-3 to Lazio and drew 0-0 to Bologna. So they can show if they need to score goals, they can score goals. If they need to defend against a good Bologna team who have been very good this season, I think they can draw to Juve too on the road. I mean, for me, if I'm taking either team here to finish top 4 out of Bologna and Juve, it's probably Bologna from what I've seen because again, Juve just they're now losing a few games instead of drawing. So yeah, I'll take Torino to draw here at +300, half a unit. Maybe you got $2.70 sitting in your account. Stick it on the draw.
2.7K.
Last game is Serie A, Jack. We have Parma, who are horrible right now against inform Milan, coming off of a win against Roma. Yes, Milan is on the road, but I still think that they win this game.
Yeah, I think Milan win. It's kind of a weird pricing. It's within the Kirk Stewart bracket of trap, and I think he knew that was coming.
It is the worst price game in the history. It's just disgusting.
Yeah, what I wanted to say is I hate the game. I will not be making this play, but I don't know. I can't find any value there, really. I don't think there is very much value in the Milan money line here. I just think Parma suck at home. Maybe if you can push this to like -125, -133, you could probably get a bit more value out of this, but it's a no bet for me. If you want to know who wins this game, in my opinion, Milan.
I mean, Milan on the road actually conceded only 1 goal so far. So if you want a better price, maybe take Milan to nil. If you're willing to take the risk, should be
Or the
priced pretty well. What?
Or you can take them on the -1 as well if you think they can push. Yes. I don't know.
But yeah, as my pick, I'm just gonna take Milan on the money line as well. Kirk?
I mean, gun in my head, you're going Milan, no doubt. I just hope I never have a gun to my head in this type of game because then I'm screwed. Because I don't want to sweat. I mean, 90 minutes with Milan in this game is like sweating like fucking a lifetime worth. I think it's either one of these. Parma goes up 1-0 or 2-0. Milan either comes back and wins 2-1 or 3-2. I have 3 to 5 goals in this game. That's literally all. It took me years to come up with this play, so someone please take it.
That's it for Serie A. off to La Liga, where we have Sevilla versus Osasuna as the first game. Kirk, I mean, there's barely any defense in this matchup. Sevilla has been garbage. Osasuna hasn't been much better. Do you see goals in this one?
I don't know. I see Sevilla winning. I don't like Osasuna whatsoever on the road at plus money at home. It's just Sevilla for me. It's that easy.
All right, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, this game just points towards goals. I'm just kind of confused at the over 2.5 price. It's like even money, similar to the Sevilla play, I think, with Kirk's. But all the streaks and stats lean to it. 8 of the last 9 Sevilla games have gone over 2.5. Only 2 of 9 Osasuna games this season have been 0-0 at half time. So, I mean, everything points to goals in this game. I just don't understand why it's priced the way it is. I'll take the over 2 goals. I mean, at worst, I'm getting a push again, but I could definitely vouch for the over 2.5.
Yeah, I see at least a couple of goals here. That's why I have both teams to score. Like I said, there's not much defense going around among these two teams at the moment. Atletico Madrid and Levante, Kirk.
Yeah. Madrid could have easily drawn 2-2 during the week. I don't use the word luck, but if there's as close
And I
to,
think you both had it though. You
no,
both
I
had
had it.
Atletico
There's
minus
as
1.5.
close to the word luck as they got there. But I mean, you get good beats, you get bad beats. That was a good beat. I don't even like the word bad beats either because I insist luck, but luck's not a thing. The Spurs just suck. That's all I have to say. Same with the Sixers. Same
San
with
Antonio. Okay, cool.
yeah.
Just
Same with
checking.
all those teams.
Yeah, even the Tottenham ones, Jack, too. Don't worry about it.
No.
Anyways, I'm going right back to Madrid minus 1.5 here. I think it's the correct play. They did look good for most of the game, and they had a little lapse. It's just the only play I really like here. So I don't know if I'd take it solo at minus 148. It kind of depends once lineups come out for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it a little bit further. I'm gonna take them on -2 at plus 101. And yeah, I'm fully aware I'm risking a push out of my pick, but -148 and -1.5, that's just a bit juiced for me. So I decided to go with -2, Jack.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about handicaps in this game because, after watching and sweating that parlay with Madrid, I see Julian Alvarez one-on-one on goal, literally the whole goal to shoot at, and somehow misses. I thought it was doomed, but then Llorente comes in, last kick of the game, Bosch, there's your cover. Don't want to be sweating that again. Atletico Madrid are the kind of team who will be up 2-0, 89th minute, fall asleep and concede a City goal. If I take this play, I don't need to worry about that happening. So I see Atletico.
Let me interrupt real quick. If you had Atletico money line, you were sweating there. They had a good chance, whoever they played in the 91st, and which led to the Llorente counter.
They won 3-1 though.
Yes, but when it was 2-1, and then who'd they play? Like Bruges? No, Bruges played. Who'd they play? Oh yeah, the St. Gilloisians. Yeah, no, they had a good chance in the 91st, which they had everyone up,
made it
and
3-2 or 2-2.
They would have made it 2-2.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but it should have been 3-1 anyway. If you go and
I agree.
If you go and look at that Alvarez chart, I don't know how he's missing. I do not know.
I don't know either, but he missed. I mean, it could have been 7-6 if everything went to plan, I guess.
If he was a good striker, he would still be at City.
That's Alvarez is a beast.
I mean, Marmoush is clear anyway. Not the same player, but for City, they'll play them to the exact same way. Marmoush is just way better. I can see why they got rid of Alvarez.
Yeah. Last game in La Liga, Jack. Espanyol versus Villarreal. Villarreal coming off of a loss to Pafos in the Champions League on the road, 1-0.
I don't know why that shocks you. I don't know why that shocks you
What do you
whatsoever.
mean?
Well, I mean, I
I,
expected
I,
Villarreal to score. I also expected Pafos to score a goal, so it doesn't shock me that they scored. It shocks me that Villarreal did score a goal.
yeah, you want I word for word said this. I took both teams to score, but I'm more worried about Villarreal scoring. I went back. I mean, it's like I'm a prophet or something. Sometimes it just doesn't even make sense at this point.
Baba
But
Yaga.
anyways, exactly.
All right, Jack, what you got here?
I mean, you got the third place team in La Liga right now losing to some random no-name. I mean, of course we're going to be
Pafos is qualifying. I'm telling you, they are.
okay. Okay, and I'll tip my hat to you if that happens, sir.
Carabang's already qualified, but I don't really care about them. Pafos to the moon.
I mean, let's not forget though. I mean, Espanyol are also sixth in the league right now. This is a really close game. I think both teams would be very happy with the draw. I think they both know. I mean, maybe Villarreal's a bit different, but Espanyol probably know they're not going to finish top six. So they'll be looking to try and get as many points out of these big games as possible. I think both teams would be happy with a draw here. And to be fair, I think both teams, you consider Villarreal playing in the week, disappointing in the week. I mean, the scale is kind of even, all things considered. So I'll take the draw.
Kirk, you agree with everything, or you got something else to add?
It just screams draw to me at the price.
Yeah, it could be a very close game. I went with over 4.5 cards at -135. I think it's gonna get choppy. Villarreal will certainly try to bounce back, but then you have Espanyol at home on the other side, and they like to get rough when the going gets tough, and certainly not gonna be easy in this game. Off to Bundesliga, Kirk. We have some interesting games and one of your insane picks as well, but we'll get to that a little bit later. In this one, Union Berlin versus Bayern. Bayern, easily the best team in the world right now, playing really, really well. They could have scored a couple more goals in that first half against PSG. Then they conceded a stupid red card in the last minute of the first half. Hold on to that win, and they will certainly go for another one here.
Yeah, Luis Diaz is shit. Absolute
Oh,
shit for
come
Bayern.
on.
He is, bro. He is. He is. It's like he does something good and then he takes 3 steps back. Like, yes, he scored twice, but what a horrendous tackle. Like, absolutely not needed. And then you're playing one of the best teams in the world down a man for a whole half. I mean, it's just idiotic. Anyways, Bayern are not going to go the whole season winning every single game. We all know this. Is Union the trap game? I have no idea. Could it be a 1-1? Maybe. I'm just gonna take both teams to score. This one's a no bet for me. It's kind of a weird one in my opinion, so I'll take both teams to score.
I mean, if a bad game is going to happen to Bayern, I think it's going to be after the international break. I don't think it's going to be before. And I just think they take care of Union Berlin on the road. I'm taking Bayern to win and over 3.5 goals, plus 121, Jack.
I mean, they're 9-0 this season. They're 9-0. I don't see why Union Berlin would stop that
16
streak.
and
I
0.
mean, they could. They could, but they'd have to be playing their best ever game. Oh, not best ever, but best game of the season. I don't think they're really going to be able to do that. You got a hungry Bayern who could have this league dusted by Christmas, and the hit rate on this player is actually insane. I think the Mönchengladbach game where Bayern ended up winning in the second half, is like one of the very few times that this hasn't hit all season long. So I'll just take Bayern on the halftime, full time here.
Next one, then we have Leverkusen versus Heidenheim. Leverkusen getting a precious 1-0 win on the road against Benfica in the Champions League. Now, there's a question if this is going to be a bit of a turning point for their season. They actually won 3 of their last 4 games. Uh, this international break could be coming at the exactly wrong time for this Leverkusen team, Jack. Since they're finally playing decent football, they're scoring some goals. Um, I'd like to think that they're going to win this one by scoring at least a couple, if not more.
Yeah, I mean Heidenheim. I think they're probably going down. You know, they're probably going down. By Leverkusen, they're getting a good run of form going. Yes, they lost to Bayern, but you look at that run before that, very very good transformation. So yeah, I'll take Bayer Leverkusen on the -1. I think at worst I'm getting a push here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them to win and over 2.5 goals. It's -106. I think this actually might be one of my premiums as well. While the price is still good, so I think I'll put that in as my premium, Kirk.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them to win both halves. Just kind of a play on the price. Don't love it. Think it's hard to find value in this game. I think the -1 is risking a push and is heavily juiced still, so I'll just take them to win both halves at +215.
All right then, Kirk. Why don't you walk us through your pick here in this one? Hamburger against Dortmund.
It's just a game where you just need to win 2 grand easily, and I'm on HSV to win both halves. I think they take an early lead, and then I mean Dortmund just lost on the road to City. HSV, they're obviously not comparable, but it's a tough place to play. They've been playing a lot better. Dortmund has not had that letdown spot yet in the Bundesliga on the road against an inferior opponent. I think it's here. Eventually, this pick's gonna hit this season. I actually haven't had this pick this season at all for any team really, but I
It's
think
not going to hit all season. It's not going to hit all season.
I think to win either half is safer. But who wants $300, $400 when you can have $18,000? And take them to win both halves here.
Yeah, I can't. I just can't agree with that. I think that I mean Dortmund got smashed against City, especially in the first half. They were better in the second half, just not enough in their tank to catch up to City. But this is gonna be the game where they will go all out for it. You know that Nico Kovac is gonna push them on practices and everything. He's gonna prepare for this game, and I think they get a win. I think the price. I mean, it's -139. It's not bad, but it's not that great either. So I might even take Dortmund and over 1.5 to get a plus money out of it. Jack, got anything else to add?
Yeah, not really. I mean, you can pinpoint Dortmund losing on the road to City 4-1, but then Hamburg lost 4-1 on the road to Cologne last week. So, I mean, I know which one I prefer to lose 4-1. I'll take Dortmund on the money line. I thought I took them both halves. No, I might have took them money line. Halftime, full time could definitely be an option, but you know, Hamburg at home can turn up for a half and make it difficult. So I'll just take the money line, I guess.
And the last matchup in Bundesliga, Kirk, is the game between two teams who are scoring a lot right now. We have Hoffenheim and Leipzig. Leipzig is playing in a great form, 4 game winning streak, scored what 16 goals, 15 goals in their last 4 games. They're just killing everybody who comes their way.
Talking to me?
Did I say Kirk? I did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at something else. Um,
I noticed.
yeah, I'm on Leipzig here. This is a derby. I forget what it's called, but it is. I'm not even joking. Which makes this a little more suspicious, this play. I just think Leipzig are the better team, and at this price, I have to play Leipzig.
How about you, Jack?
Hoffenheim are just the most Jekyll and Hyde team in the Bundesliga. They are the best team in the Bundesliga on the road. Better than Bayern. More points on the road. Scored as much as Bayern. 4 wins and a draw, but at home they've only won 1 game. And they're ranked 14th in the Bundesliga at home. And Leipzig are very good on the road. So again, same as Kirk. I'll take the Leipzig money line. Better team on the road versus the worst team at home.
Yeah, I was gonna take both teams to score in over 2.5 or over 3.5 even, and then I looked at this game a little bit closer, and I'm thinking, you know what? Hoffenheim could actually get shut out in this game somehow Leipzig could come out flying and just score 4 goals and get the job done. That is the only reason why I took over 3.5 at plus 100. But honestly, I'm leaning more towards Leipzig right now. So I would even take them to win and over 2.5 goals, which should get you good, quite a nice payout in this matchup. We actually have one more game in Bundesliga, Jack, and that is Borussia Mönchengladbach versus Köln. What do you have here?
Um, I have the over, but I don't like it. I just look at the way Cologne play anyone. They pretty much play everyone the same, and that's both at home and the road. They try and score goals, and they try and win by scoring more. They don't try to really defend out games. They try and score more than the opponent. And that's arguably, well, it's not even arguably. It is more exciting to watch as a neutral. So I have to take the over here. I mean, Mönchengladbach haven't been the biggest scoring team in the league, but they certainly conceded a lot. And coincidentally, Mönchengladbach come into this game scoring 7 of the last 2. So, yeah, I'll take the over here.
Well, it's quite clear that neither of these two teams can defend. Kirk, they've both conceded a lot of goals. 18 goals for Gladbach in 9 games, 16 goals conceded for Köln in 9 games. But Köln is actually scoring almost 2 goals on average this season.
Yeah, they are. I don't like this game either. I'm going to take a goal in both halves at minus 174. I think that is honestly a pretty fair play. I don't see this game going 1-0 the whole way or no goals in either half. So more of a parlay piece, but if you're ballsy enough, I think this is an easy hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna take goals on both sides. Both teams to score at over 2.5, minus 115. Should be a fun and open game as neither team, like I said, can't really defend right now. In French League One, we have a couple of games on the schedule, and the first one is the game between Marseille and Brest. Marseille coming off of a late loss in the Champions League to Atalanta, Jack. At home, they are solid, but do you trust them after the Champions League loss?
Was a weird one. Was definitely a weird one. I had the over in that game too, and it killed me. It was the last piece of my parlay in that game, and it was a good one too. But yeah, it's going to be very rare to see Marseille not included in all of these games. After I've called them an over 2.5 machine, they've gone back to back 1-0s. Just Brest aren't the Brest that I knew, which sounds that could be misconstrued in a few ways. Hearing that back,
You know a lot of Brest, Jack.
well, they can't stay perky forever. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what Brest are. They'll go down, and they'll need to have a good job to get back up. I guess I don't even remember my pick for this game. I'm going to be honest.
Jamie
Marseille
Carragher said
-1.
he likes Brest to get exposed. You know,
Yeah,
he likes the shape of them.
You could
You
do
know,
that. Yeah.
Jack, what do you have?
fine.
Sorry, Kirk. What do you have,
Marseille
Kirk?
to nil, 1-0, 2-0. I mean, they're good defensively this year. Brest sucks, so easy plus money.
I'm taking over 4 cards plus 111. I think every time I look at Marseille game on the stats, they get a yellow card or a red card, and I think this could be another one of those games as well where we see a bunch of cards from the get-go. Last game of the video, Kirk. Monaco versus Lens. What do you have here?
Yeah, I'm on the under 3.5, but for a premium, I'm on the under 1.5. This is a 1-0 game either way. I don't see a lot of goals in this game whatsoever. I don't know why it's priced so highly. Lens is one of the best defensive teams. Doesn't score a lot. I think they could sneak out this 1-0. I think Monaco could sneak this out 1-0. But under 3.5, minus 172. I mean, there's free, and then there's this. Let me just tell you, there's free, there's premiums, there's the golden good goal consensus, whatever you want to call it, and then there's this. This is like a platinum gold nugget, like gold miner mining in the 1940s, finding that gem. This is insane.
And then
All to have 4
uh,
goals in the first half.
the last 3 games, well, the 3 out of 4 ended 1-0 in Monaco's games, and I think 4 of the last 5 have stayed under 1.5 as well. So you might be onto something here, Kirk, but I'm taking Monaco on the money line. I think after beating Bodo in the Champions League, they'll come home in a good mood and they'll beat Lens, who hasn't been the greatest team on the road, Jack.
Yeah, I see this game being very close, and that's why I would also lean with the under, because it is kind of like a 1-1, 1-0 or 0-0 game, in my opinion. Think if there's a goal in this one early, you'll probably see that team go very defensive, and the other team chasing the game. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we get a late goal to get a 1-1, but either way, I'll take the draw again. Very tough to differ these teams when you also consider Monaco playing the week. So yeah, I'll go down the middle.
There you have it, guys. That was it for the Saturday video. We'll be equally busy on Sunday. Thank you for joining us. Check out the rest of the free picks, get on our premium picks, and let's win some money together. Good luck, guys, and we'll see you soon.